All right. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about job references. So basically, depending on the organization and the company and so on, it is not uncommon for employers to ask you for a minimum of 3 references. So usually when you apply for a job, let's say you submit a resume or you fill out an online application, if they like what they see, if they happen to get to that resume, because usually if there's one opening, there will be like sometimes 500 people apply for the same job. But let's say, they grab your resume, they like what they see that you have the skills, they see that you have some experience and all of that. Once they call you for that interview, and if you have done well, basically you have to tell them what they want to hear. That's what the interview is all about, right? Because very rarely you will have employers look beyond that, right? And recognize that you can do the job. But once you finish that interview, if they like what you have said and done, and you show some sort of passion in there, and if they were going to move forward with you in terms of hiring you, they meaning the employer, will ask you to provide to them a few references, job references, right? So basically they want to find out to make sure that you have been a good employee, that, you can work nicely as a team. You also have the capability to work independently. You can get along nicely with people, all of that. So you want to make sure that you always have a reference sheet, right? With about 3 people, that's all you need, with their contact information, email address, phone number, and so on, and the job title. But you also want to make sure that when you submit your references to the employer, you want to make sure that you're communicating with your references, right? You do not want them to receive a call just like that, right? And have to kind of think, like, who's this and all of that, right? So you want to make sure that you are having a chit chat really with your references, so that they are aware that you will be sending their name, as references. But you also want to make sure that you choose people who will speak highly of you, right? You have to be careful with this, because sometimes you might choose somebody, and for whatever the reason is, they might not give a good reference, right? Unfortunately, there are people of such as well too. So the people that you choose, you really have to make sure that they're people who will speak with passion. They will really go above and beyond in painting a really good story about you. So that's the reference piece, and that's the message I want to share with you here today. But the reference is very, very important. And that's one of the reasons why it is important to build good relationship with people and maintain those relationships, right? So even if let's say you started a job, you didn't like the job, but you build a good relationship with, a supervisor or manager and whatnot, you want to kind of touch base with those folks, right? Whether that be through LinkedIn or some shape or form, right? So that way, when it comes for them to give you a reference, it becomes an easy thing for them to say, yes, sure, I can do that. Because if you're not touching base with people, right, and then you're reaching out to them only when you need them, that probably is not the best thing to do. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. My name is Narine Dat Sookram, wishing you a great today and even better tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon.